11, crime victims are being hit with surprising fees when their cars are stolen and then recovered by police in Indianapolis.
And now some of those victims are blaming a new way the city is handling recovered stolen cars and a privately run impound lot.
So tonight, our Call 6 investigator Stephen Dean is looking into what crime victims are going through and what the city is doing about it.
Police used to handle everything when it comes to stolen cars, from finding them to getting them towed to notifying the owners. And while they were at it, they would sometimes waive the fees for Indianapolis crime victims. But now a private company is handling the city's towing. Police headquarters tells us officers are pretty much cut out of the equation, and some crime victims say it's costing them more money.
We're going to need a wrecker here on 29th Street.
This busy South Side lot is where stolen cars end up when they're found in Indianapolis. Police count about 4,400 stolen cars so far this year. About 600 of them ended up here. The storage fees start adding up the day your car gets here. Indianapolis school bus driver Sheila Ramirez says that $20 a day added up for 19 days before she even found out her stolen van had been recovered.
It's just a lot of money. You know, we work very hard.
When her van was stolen by a teenage joyrider last month, it was found by police in just a few days. But she didn't find out for another 2 weeks, and the bill had snowballed to $490 to get her van back.
I can't imagine, like a single mother or whatever, getting her vehicle stolen and then realizing, okay, I owe $500. She can't even pay her gas bill. She can't even feed her kids, and how is she going to take care of this? No. It won't happen.
Crime victims tell us they wonder why the meter starts running the moment their stolen car arrives here at the impound lot. Why not a grace period for victims of crime who did nothing wrong?
I feel we should have been notified immediately. They waited for a certified letter to be sent out, which we were charged for.
The city insists people are notified in a hurry when their cars end up at the impound lot, but police tell us they're no longer part of that process. In the past, you might get a call from a specially dedicated IMPD auto desk or the detective on your case. Now, police headquarters tells us off-camera officers are no longer assigned to make those calls, and detectives may not learn about it for days, and that means you wait while official notices are mailed out by the company now running the impound yard. That company is called Auto Return out of San Francisco. Two supervisors at this lot tell us they're hearing lots of complaints about people paying bigger fees because of these new delays, and we're hearing those complaints too.
I'm the victim here. My vehicle was stolen from me, and now I'm having to pay to recover that. You know, I feel like I'm being robbed again.
The city says it's not aware of any problems with its new towing arrangement.
We've not heard those. As far as our compliance checks with Auto Return, they've been meeting all the criteria that we've asked them to meet.
Code Enforcement's Adam Baker says Auto Return is not the problem. Auto Return's owner tells the Call 6 investigators the average car theft victim is paying about $190 to get the car back. Sending certified mail does take longer sometimes, he says, but the company says it's getting notices sent out to the owner usually within a day or two of receiving a stolen car. But with police no longer involved, you're at the mercy of when your mailed notice arrives. But here's another problem. Ramirez says police told her that they used to waive some of the fees for crime victims, and now that they're not involved and a private company's in charge, she says the officer gave her a different answer.
Our hands are tied. We no longer can give you a break.
Baker says if crime victims are hearing that, it's not true. He says police can still waive any of the fees they want to, sometimes depending on the severity of the crime or certain facts of the case. But because of what victims are telling the Call 6 investigators, the city's now making sure that police realize that.
We will make sure that that message is relayed to IMPD in case there is some confusion internally as well as externally. We'll do what we can to get that message out.
An IMPD spokesman insists the department is still notifying people when their stolen cars are found, even though officers are pretty much cut out of this new process. He chalks up these new complaints to growing pains with this new process. Stephen Dean, RTV6.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
You get your car stolen and you have to pay more?
Yeah. Ridiculous, huh?